Okay, so for this session, I'm going to explain a certain aspect. Yeah, first is motion, second is amendments, next is voting, and last is resolutions. All right, so what are they? You have to know. This is a term, very important term that you need to know. All right, in conducting the meeting. All right, motion. Motion is formal proposal, or you can say suggestion expressed in affirmative form. It must be proposed and seconded by members of meeting who attend it. Propose means you suggest, and seconded means someone support the suggestion. Then it can become a formal suggestion in the meeting. All right, and some members need to take or some members need to in charge in doing that. All right, most motion require definite action or recorded opinion. All right, this is a very important, and usually is recorded by the secretary, and committee members who in charge need to refer to the minutes. It mean that he or she may be in charge for certain action based on the proposal. This is an example of motion. All right, Mr. Chairman, I propose the English Motivational Club to organize grammar workshop during mid-semester break. Right, this is the suggestion from the members, right, to the chairman during the meeting. Okay, so this is what we call affirmative. You have a very definite action, organize. What you need to do, action, organize. All right, and then action. Okay, it must be action. All right, you look at the second motion. What is wrong with this? Mr. Chairman, I propose that English Motivational Club not organize grammar workshop during mid-semester break. What's wrong with that? Okay, you cannot say something negative like not organized, right? Not organized is not affirmative, is a negative connotation. You must use affirmative in a positive form. All right, so remember, if you want to do a mock meeting, you must always use affirmative in propose something. All right, the second one is amendment. Amendment you can simply understand as correction that you need to do in usually in a minute of meeting. All right, so we have few amendment. All right, you can do addition, you can do a deletion, or you can do a substitution. All right, we will look at these one by one. Right, for example, this is the original motion. Mr. Chairman, I propose that English Motivational Club to organize grammar workshop during mid-semester break. Someone has proposed this motion. All right, so after amendment, it will become, Mr. Chairman, I propose that English Motivational Club KPM Bandar Penawar to organize grammar workshop during mid-semester break, and then the specific date. All right, the first one is very general, and the second one is more specific when the addition process is done to the motion. All right, so maybe the original motion is written by the secretary, then somebody in the meeting said it must be amended. All right, the amendment must be done by adding some information to make it more specific. So this is what we call the addition process. Okay, next one is deletion. Right, for example, the original motion, Mr. Chairman, I propose that English Motivational Club to organize English grammar workshop during mid-semester break. Okay, this is the original motion that proposed by somebody. All right, and then secretary write down in the minute of a meeting. So after amendment, Mr. Chairman, I propose that EMC to organize the grammar workshop during mid-semester break. Right, if you look at the first, if you compare first original motion and also the second after amendment, all right, some word has been deleted. That's why they call it deletion, which is from English grammar workshop, it become grammar workshop. Okay, in a certain situation, we need to be general, not that specific. Or maybe the word that we use in the motion is not accurate. All right, something wrong somewhere. That's why we need to do a deletion process. Okay, the next one is substitution. All right, the original motion. Mr. Chairman, I propose that English Motivational Club to organize intensive English class during semester break. All right, and then after amendment, the motion changed to Mr. Chairman, I propose that English Motivational Club, motivational to organize the grammar workshop during mid-semester break. All right, if you compare first one and second one, some word is substituted. All right, from I think English motivational up to English. I think English motivational. English motivational club is substituted to English motivational, and intensive English class is substituted with grammar workshop. Dia ganti terus. Alright, dia bukan delete, dia terus ganti. Berbeza dengan deletion process, they delete some word, but some word is remain. But this one is totally different. Alright, okay, from intensive English class to grammar workshop. Okay, the word intensive English class is substituted to grammar workshop. Alright. Okay, we can skip this one. I'll put in the online. Okay, the next one is what we call voting. Voting happen, when we do a proposal. Okay, somebody propose something, and then we need to have a discussion. After that, we need to do a voting to make sure is it the proposal is accepted by all the members. Okay, that's why voting process is very, very important in decision making process. All right, it is used when the meeting need to make important decision, and it is only can be done when a quorum exists. Like I said, quorum is the minimum number of members need to attend during the meeting. Voting can be done either by showing hand or secret ballot. It depends to the situation. If you have a very small scale of meeting, maybe just 10 or 15 members, you can do a showing of hand, right, in the small room when you do meeting. But if you have a very large scale, like Perhimpunan Agung UMNO or Muktamar PAS or any AGM, yeah, you have like thousands of members who attend the meeting. Maybe you can use a secret ballot in doing a voting. All right, in anything, right, in making a decision to choose the new leader, for example, or to know that certain proposal is accepted or not. So you need to use a secret ballot, ataupun kita panggil kertas undi lah. Alright, or in a certain situation you need to use a secret ballot because of if you use a showing hand, some members are reluctant, ataupun dia macam kalau you gunakan showing of hand, mungkin certain issue is very sensitive. Kalau showing hand mungkin akan menimbulkan the argument and so on. So what we can do is menggunakan kertas undi untuk menentukan is it the proposal is accepted or not. Okay, all members of meeting have right to vote unless for invited or special appointed members. Semua yang hadir during the meeting have right to vote, sama ada secret ballot ataupun showing hand, kecuali yang dijemput, macam mungkin for advisory capacity, penasihat ke apa, they can just give advice but they cannot vote. Alright, so yang memang entitled sahaja boleh involved in voting process. Right, the secretary and treasurer can vote if they are appointed directly board members. Okay, ini salah satu contoh yang mana yang members yang tak boleh vote, because sometimes you know the organization secretary and treasurer bukanlah dilantik through election, dia dilantik oleh committee members ataupun executive member. So if they dilantik not chosen through the election, they don't have a right to vote. Alright, however they can involve in casting vote. Casting vote ni kalau berlaku situasi deadlock, so they can involve in voting. Tapi apapun, you need to refer to the constitution ataupun perlembagaan sesuatu organisasi tu. Boleh tak dia orang involve? Kalau boleh, yes, they can involve kalau berlaku casting vote ataupun deadlock during the meeting. Okay. A motion is carried anonymously. Alright, kalau if we use in the minute of meeting, maksudnya everybody, maksudnya kalau 10 orang datang, 10 orang menyokong usul yang dibawa ataupun support the motion proposed by the members. Alright, so we use the term anonymously ataupun you write in the minute anonymously. Alright. A motion is carried by large majority, means most of members support the motion. Okay, yang menyokong tu lebih ramai daripada yang tidak menyokong lah. Kalau 10 orang, 10 members, maybe 9 or 8 support the motion. Cuma seorang dua orang saja yang tidak menyokong. Okay, the next one is a motion is carried by a small ataupun slim, kita panggil majority, means the difference between those who against and support is very very small, maybe 1 atau 2 sahaja. Means yang menyokong kalau 10 orang, yang menyokong mungkin 5, yang tidak menyokong 6. Beza dia mungkin 1. Alright, atau 2 sahaja. Itu kita panggil slim majority. Ini yang apa berlaku di parlimen sekarang. Kalau you tengok our parliament during our prime minister proposal on changing the speaker, alright, bezanya cuma 2 sahaja. It's very very slim majority. Okay, maksudnya yang menyokong tu lebih 2 sahaja daripada yang tak menyokong. Alright, if they are members who do not vote any party, they can remain abstain. Ini yang I cakap sebagai berkecuali. You have a right to berkecuali, or kita panggil remain abstain. If you think that you tak boleh nak menyokong ataupun you tak boleh nak membantah, so what you can do is you remain abstain. Alright, tapi rugilah you tidak contribute to the decision making process. Tapi if you want to remain abstain, you should have a justification why you remain abstain. Alright, resolution is produced when it is put in vote and accepted by at least a small majority. Okay, the word resolution tu maksudnya itulah final decision yang dibuat setelah berlaku voting process and diterima pakai oleh semua, sekurang-kurangnya at least majority. Kalau lebih macam large majority lagi bagus lah, ataupun anonymously lagi kuat, right, the motion. Tapi at least mestilah slim majority, macam mana yang berlaku pada our parliament. I mean they have a right to change the speaker because of they have at least slim majority, which is beza hanya 2 sahaja. Okay, kalau you go through our parliament lah. That's why it is legal, you know, to change the speaker because they have won the slim majority. Okay, this is actually the flow of the solution ataupun how the vote is taken legally in the meeting. First is original motion proposed by member of meeting. Seseorang mestilah mencadangkan something during meeting, right? Okay, and then mestilah disokong, right? Seconded means sokong. Seconded by a member of meeting. Alright, so contohnya I go back. Contohnya somebody said, okay, I suggest or I propose Mr. Abu to organize ataupun to become person in charge in a certain program. Okay, somebody suggest, and then ada orang sokong. Yes, I second the motion. Okay, somebody say I second the motion. Alright, Lepas tu, selepas seconded process berlaku, the next one is amendment, if any. Alright, kalau you rasa motion tu perlu dibetulkan, perlulah diberitahu ketika itu. Maksudnya you can say, alright, I accept the motion, but you have to do some amendment, which is what? Mungkin nama dia salah ke, ataupun nama program tu lebih kena more specific. Okay, macam yang kita bincang sebelum previous slide before this. Okay, so amendment is optional. You can do ataupun you if any mean optional kalau perlu untuk dilakukan. Alright, and then perlu sekali lagi proses proposed and seconded by members of meeting. Maksudnya dia membaca kembali proposal yang first. Alright, kalau berlaku amendment. Kalau tak berlaku, mungkin terus kepada the next process lah, which is stage number 5, which is voting. Alright, voting ni mestilah diketuai oleh chairman. Okay, chairman said, alright, we have some sort of discussion, and we have accepted we have listened to the proposal by Encik Abu. Alright, now is a time for voting. Okay, sama ada nak buat ballot, secret ballot, ataupun nak buat showing in hand. Okay, ada two methods. Depend to the situation, depend to the numbers of meeting members. Okay, selepas voting proses berlaku, akan ada dua keadaan. Okay, sama ada motion carried, mean motion tu diterima, ataupun mungkin motion defeated, mean kalah. Kalau you tak dapat at least slim majority, maksud kita panggil a motion defeated, and then habis terus. Tak akan dibincangkan dan tak akan diconsider untuk diterima pakai dalam meeting. Alright, but if the motion carried, barulah kita panggil resolution ataupun a final decision. And resolution will be written in the minutes for to take an action. Okay, contohnya macam Mr. Abu tadi, dia lah kena organize that program, and dia kena report the progress of that program from time to time during the meeting, sebab dia telah dilantik dan semua orang telah sokong dia. For example, kalau a motion carried lah.